Hi, I'm Sarah Mutahar, and this is my client Heather, and I'm going to be teaching her how to do a neutral eye and a sculpted brow. Okay, so we're going to start by priming your face with the Becca First Light Primer since we talked and you told me that your skin is more normal to dry. I really like this primer because it hydrates as well as brightens, hence the purple color. I'm just going to apply this with my fingers all over your face. It smells good. I want to make sure that it is in there. Okay. And then we're going to do some foundation. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Foundation. And I like to dot foundation around first with my finger just so I can really control how much product I am applying in certain areas. It's kind of old school, but it's I'm kind of pressing and buffing with this brush. And making sure that I blend into the neck. Okay, and then I personally like to take away all of the color on your face before I add it back. So we're going to go in with concealer. I'm just going to mix some. Go ahead and look up for me. I'm just tapping it with my ring finger all underneath your eye there. And I'm going to go over it with a damp beauty blender just to make sure that it's really seamlessly blended into your foundation. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to do a little bit of translucent powder just underneath your eyes to set that before we do anything else, just so it doesn't crease. And I have the Cover FX Perfect Setting Powder, which is really nice for underneath the eye because it's not too thick and never looks cakey. And I'm using a really small, fluffy brush. Here, go ahead and look up. Just so I can really control where that product is going. And I'm pressing it in. And do a little bit around your nose also. Okay, now to add more color to your face. So let's start with the bronzer. I chose Saddle from Anastasia. I really like the undertone of this particular bronzer for your skin tone. It's nice and warm. I know you like to be bronzy, so yes, making sure I'm hitting that bronzer.
All the bronzer.
And just with the excess, I'm putting a little bit on your nose and chin. And then I'm going to sculpt you with a cooler tone from this palette from Tarte that I really like. Just get right underneath that cheekbone and blend in kind of a Nike swoosh. It's okay. And then I'm gonna, for your jawline, you want to start behind the ear because that's where the shadow naturally occurs. And just lightly dust across the jawline. I'm gonna do the same on the other side on your jawline. And we'll do just a little bit underneath your nose. And just a little bit on the sides, just to give you some color. Okay. Now for the blush, I have Peachy Love from Anastasia again. And I'm mixing these two colors. As you can see, I love my beauty blender. I use it all the time. Thank you. This out really quick. Okay, now for the highlight.
My favorite part.
Yeah. I have the Anastasia Sun Dipped Glow Kit. And we're gonna do Moonstone on the bottom corner here. I'm feeling that right now. We're gonna apply that just right on top of your cheekbone there. It's another one that's gonna keep going on. Perfect time to have an alarm set. Okay, I'm just gonna make sure that that's really blended with my finger on the edges so it's not super harsh. And then with my finger, I'm just gonna put a little bit on your nose. Okay. So now for the brows. Okay, so I have a powder and a pomade that I'm going to use on you. And we're going to map your brows out with the powder and then fill in a little bit more with detail work with the pomade. Just going to make it look a little bit more natural since we're not working with much brow.
Right.
So I'm going to map it out first, and we're going to start by lining up this part of your nose. And we're going to go across the middle of your nose, feel the arch, and then look straight at me. You're going to go the side of your iris through the middle of your nose for the end of it. And I'm going to lightly fill in, making sure that I'm brushing the hairs out of the way, because otherwise they're going to continue to look sparse because you're just filling in where there's already hair. So I'm doing most of the filling in with the powder, again, like I said, and it's really nice and soft looking. Brushing away excess just to make sure that it's not too dark in any one place. Okay, now that the powder's done, we're going to go in with the pomade and do hair-like strokes. Awesome. And now we're going to set the eyebrow really quickly. And I should note for hygiene's sake that this is her own that she uses on herself. Otherwise, I would be using a separate spoolie. And this is also from Anastasia, and I'm making sure that I'm brushing the hairs in the direction that I want them to be in. Okay, now let's move on to the eye. I'm going to start with a shadow primer from Urban Decay, which is the original one, and I'm applying that with my finger. Go ahead and close. And then I'm going to be using the Nordina palette. And we're going to start by using the base color on your brow bone. And I'm switching to a nice fluffy brush. And I'm going to be using Incense. But before I actually apply it, since you do have a slightly hooded eye, I'm going to do a little something. I want to mark where your crease is when your eye is open, so I know where to blend to. It makes it a little bit easier for people with hooded eyes, because when you close your eye, it looks like the crease is somewhere else, and then you open it, and it's like, whoa, where'd that color go? You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. My daily struggle.
Yeah. So go ahead and close. Kind of switching from blending straight across and blending in circular motions, just to make sure that it's really soft looking and not harsh at all. Okay, nice transition color. Okay, now we're gonna darken it up a little bit with, let's do Eccentric. Let's keep it warm. Go along with this theme. Go ahead and close. I'm kind of blending this on the outer corner of your eye also. And then I'm going to go in with Passion just a little bit to make it a little bit more intense on your outer corner. In this I'm using more of a tapered crease brush, just because it's a little bit more precise since you don't have a ton of lid space. I'm going to make sure that the color is going where I intend it to instead of all over. before I do your lid, I'm going to go underneath your eye and incorporate some of this color underneath there. Go ahead and look up for me. We're going to focus mainly underneath the outer corner. That makes sense. Not all the way across, just this outer corner, and then blend it across. But this is just going to open your eye up a little bit and kind of give you the effect of a wing liner without actually having to do a wing liner, because the attention is going to be drawn outwards, if that makes sense. Look up for me. Okay, that's good. Nice and soft. And now, I'm going to put the transition color on your lid as well. Go ahead and close. It's going to be really soft looking. Nothing too crazy and dramatic. And then I'm going to put Dreamer on your inner corner to give you a little bit of a highlight. Okay, now we're going to do mascara. And again, this is her mascara. Otherwise, I would be using a disposable wand. And go ahead and look right here and blink if you need to. Look back down here just a little bit more. Okay, and then go ahead and look up for me, and we're going to do your lower lashes. And again, blink if you need to. I can anticipate it. Okay, cool. So now we're going to do a quick neutral lip with a Makeup Forever liner. One of the Artist Color Pencils. I really like these because you can use them all over your face. You can even blend them out as a blush. They're really versatile. I'm just kind of drawing this all over your lip, and I'm going to blend it with my finger, because we already prepped your lips with a lip balm beforehand. Go ahead and open. Okay. Awesome. So, I think what you should get today is probably the brow products. I think those are really essential for you, since that was one of your main points in coming in today.
Mm-hmm.
And both of them, all of them actually, are necessary for creating a brow from no brow, pretty much. Yep. So I think those are really important. So if you leave with anything today, that's what I would choose for you personally.
Yeah, I definitely need a whole new look, so I will get everything today.
Awesome.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I love it.
Yay.